Kia ora and welcome back to episode 3 of the
Wow.
True Sarcasm podcast.
Still broadcasting in Taylor's garage all around the world.
You're welcome. I'm Taylor,
I'm Luke, hello.
and we have a story today about the gym. This one is quite a random story, and you'll need to use your powers of visualization in this story.
And
imagination, because I think you have to really put yourselves in our position for this story. And maybe it's funnier to us than it is to anyone else, but let us know, because
very true.
This is a crazy one.
And I'd like to say that all the stories that we say and all these things we do are 100% correct. Maybe embellished slightly, but are 100%. And this one especially because this is a gym. We no longer go to this gym, and actually we're not really gym buffs. We've only really started in the last year.
Yeah.
You know, we're actually those people that get a gym membership, go for the first week, and then go for maybe once the second, and then once every 2 weeks after that. Yeah. Right? So we're a classic gym buff.
Yeah, we're classic, and we go through different phases. You know, like we'll do the early morning. We're now the early morning pre-workout kind of gals, and then that's 2 days, and we're done.
Then it gets cold, and you're like, "Fuck that! We'll go this afternoon," and then you never go.
Yeah,
you just eat a pie.
Yeah, exactly.
We're that kind of gym family.
That's our gym vibes. But this gym that we went to, really small, nice local gym. Not many people there. The vibes were cool. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. But one day, we went and there was just people with selfie sticks and filming their workouts and stuff.
Yeah, it got a bit weird.
It got a bit weird, and it got quite influencer-y, and we were kind of you're trying not to be an inconvenience in the middle of your workout, as in being in the background of someone's TikTok video.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want that.
No.
Like, we live in Ototahi. This is small.
Absolutely.
So, it kind of turned into that, and then there was this one guy who, he was there quite sporadically, but we were also there sporadically, so I don't know when he would go. But he was a grunter. Gym grunter.
And I actually have been to a gym. I don't remember what gym it was, with my brother. He's been going to the gym for a long time, right? He loves it. But he took me to a gym. He's like, "Oh, we'll go to this gym together." And on the glass all around the gym, it had no grunting signs. Oh. And I laughed, thinking somebody's pranking.
Yeah.
And Glenn goes, "No, because some people grunt like, ugh, yeah, ugh, like that," and looking at themselves in the mirror. And all the mirrors had no grunting gym.
Wow.
And I thought it was hilarious. And then I haven't heard of that people grunting until we met, a.k.a. the grunter.
The grunter. I like that. The grunter. And this guy's not just a grunter. He is a bald head. Did he have a bald head?
Let's set the scene, right?
Okay.
So Taylor and I were actually walking on the treadmills.
Yeah.
As you walk
we're doing
into
our hot girl work.
Yeah, hot girl. We were too.
We're doing our hot girl walk.
Can you please tell people what the hot girl walk is if they want to get fit at home?
Well, I don't know if this is scientifically true,
It is.
It was, what was the incline?
It was like a speed.
It was 15-minute incline 10.
Yeah.
On speed 3, but sometimes we did it on 5 if we were feeling.
Yeah.
And you just do a wee 15-minute, like, maybe the incline's wrong.
Yeah, see, that's kind of our Huberman Labs. That's us. That's fitness and wellbeing. You can go and try that if you like. Do it any time of the day. You just made it up. 3 incline, 10, 15, whatever. Anyway, we're doing that hot girl walk.
We're doing a hot girl walk. But we called it our hot girl walk every day.
Yeah.
And we went there.
It must have been very effective that we can't remember it. And then this guy walks in, and I've seen him a couple of times. I said to Taylor, pointed at him, because he struts in. He's like quite short, being like 5 foot nothing, but he's as wide as he is tall, and he's got a bit of a gut on him, right? And then he likes to go and lift heavy weights, and I'm talking crazy weights. Now I can't lift very heavy, but this guy lifts things that I didn't think I could pick up with 2 hands. Right? He's short to the ground. He puts on one of those belts.
Those
you know,
belts.
those. What are they? They're like, I don't know what the point of them is.
Are they just to hold your core in?
Maybe, because they look like a WWE wrestling belt.
Yeah.
They put one of them. Maybe it's to stop you shitting yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
If you're lifting a heavy weight, it keeps your guts in.
Like,
And you're like, "Ah!" Or else you probably shit your pants.
Probably.
Anyway, so he's got a shit stopping belt on, his headphones on, and he's got this kind of like
Hold
baggy
on, though.
pants.
Headphones.
Oh,
He doesn't just have his headphones on like a normal human.
yeah.
He wears his headphones. For the listeners at home, this is where I'm telling you have to be a bit creative. Imagine over-the-ear headphones.
Yeah, it's got the band that goes
the
from ear
band.
to ear, right?
You know,
Yeah.
you'd put the headphones on, the band would run over your head like a
Over the top of your head.
headband.
Yeah, like a headband, yeah.
No. Push that forward
Yeah.
so that the headband's almost just over your eyebrows,
What?
potentially
Yeah.
covering you pretty much over his eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know how he could see, so he had rotated it
Yeah.
so that the band was over his eyes. So that's one. Headphones over his eyes.
So if you're an
Belt
X-Men
on.
fan, he's like Cyclops, isn't he?
Yeah.
And purposely. They haven't slipped over.
No, he
He's
put
set
them
up
there.
like that, right?
Yeah.
He's got his stop yourself shitting belt on.
Yeah.
Got like tracksuit pants, some ripped up t-shirt.
Sometimes a singlet, like showing a little bit, maybe a nip slip might happen.
Yeah, a little bit of a nipple. And he's wearing dress shoes. Now, it was, and I'm not just saying like comfy kind of, now it's hard because people have like, smart casual, all that.
Yeah.
Are they dressy? Are they, casual shoes? I'm talking
Not like pointy-toed.
like pointy-toed brown leather
dress shoes.
clippity-clop dress shoes. You can hear him coming. Clip, clop, clip, clop. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, what is he training for?
Like,
in what situation does he need to lift that heavy wearing dress shoes?
there's so many questions. I mean, of the shoes of choice he must have at home. I think Crocs would be a better option. Does he go, right, I've got my gym gear, my belt, my protein shakes, my what are they
got
called?
My headphones.
Yeah, like what's that stuff they call like the pre-mix drink or whatever?
Oh,
He's got all
pre-workout.
that. Pre-workout. And
Yeah.
have I got my dress shoes? Or has he just not got any other shoe options?
Or did he just come from work that day?
No, because every time I saw him, he was wearing dress shoes.
So it's like a purposeful gym outfit.
Yes. He thinks that the baggy pants and all of that gear goes with brown.
No, he's
dress
training
shoes.
for something. He's training for a situation where he has to lift something heavy in his work shoes. Like, does he wear those to work?
Do you reckon like he's like in a panic, like, whoa.
No, but when you go, okay, I'm going to train to go on a boat and I'm going to swim in my clothes because if I fall over, I fall overboard. I'm going to need to be able to swim in my clothes.
I've never thought of that.
Is he training for something that he knows he's going to have to wear his dress shoes for? So he's like, I'm going to wear the dress shoes.
So he's corporate.
I think so.
He must be corporate, or he's in like construction, but he's not a construction
He's
worker.
in the office.
He's a project manager.
Yeah, yeah.
And if something heavy falls on one of his boys when he's in having his Nescafe,
he's going to need to lift it.
He's going to run out of his portacom and he's going to
throw his Nescafe.
He's going to be a fucking hero.
Yeah, like the Hulk. Anyway.
Wonderful. So that was a true story. This guy does exist. We never ever talked to him about his dress shoes because I was worried.
We never even talked to him.
No. And he wouldn't look you in the eye and he'd look down and he grunted a lot. And when he lifted, it was close like you.
But also, he didn't grunt like little grunts.
Oh,
like
no.
you had your headphones on, you could hear him grunting through your gym music.
And his neck was veiny. So I thought he was going to rip my throat out. So I never spoke to the man.
Or looked at him. Yeah.
But what a story. There you go.
That's it. That end.
There you go. Get on the website, choosarcasm.co.nz, and we'll send you some stuff if you like anywhere around the world.
And we'll make it right here in this garage.
Good on you.
Bye-bye.